Okay. We're gonna end up rebuilding this whole manifold, which I have right there already built. And we're just replacing all 5 valves and putting on new valves. And then gotta put a different drip conversion kit for this drip line, so it's a little neater. Clearing out the area. Make sure you save the rocks. You pay a lot of money for those, so you don't want to mix those with the dirt. It'll give you a nice area to pile the dirt up. Okay, so they originally didn't have a shutoff valve that they could find, and with the type of build, new home this is, and the area, most all the new builds have this shutoff valve that's built in. So I was kind of, hesitant because I knew there was one here somewhere, but we couldn't find it. So I told him when we dig up here, maybe we could see, maybe there'll be one right next to it or something like that. So I dig up, obviously nothing. Then I go a little bit further just because, I wanted to see, and I see this. So this is your main line, 1.25 inches, okay? And then 45's up. And I'm like, okay, well, for one, I want to go back, if I'm opening it up, replace as many fittings as I expose. Because why not, right? Because we're there. 2, I'm like, well, if it comes up, maybe there's something right behind it. So I start poking around, and I hit this box. This box is completely buried, and all this dirt is packed in here. So this is gonna be a shutoff valve. I'm gonna expose this, open it up, and see if we could do something with this, if it's in good operating order, if we had to replace it, whatever we gotta do. So yeah, we're gonna see what we do with work with that. There she is. Oh man, why would they do this? Whoever did this should be banned from irrigation work for life. Totally not cool. Good thing we found it. So the worst of this is that we have to replace it. Handles rusted, won't spin. All this here is rusted over. So, but I'll remove this side, unspin this, put a new one on. Then I can turn the house back on right away because we're not gluing, everything's just threaded. And this will go into a brand new box. This box also squished and everything, so it's kind of, that's horrible. We found it. The water's off. This is all dug out. This is the new one we're going to put on, and I have it reduced to a 1 inch, which is what all the valves originally are. So we're just going to reduce it here instead of running all the 1.25 inches there. So I'm going to cut it about here and then unscrew it, put my Teflon and some of that pipe dope on there, screw the new one on, and then turn water back on to the house. Look at that thing. What happens when you bury these and they're just packed around with dirt and water? Water just corrodes it. Almost rust. So anyways, I might need 2 hands, so won't be able to record this. Everything's in. It's a new shutoff. Oh yeah. Good to go. Now to connect the new manifold. So remember to mark the color wire to the pipe, right? Because it won't matter how the order goes back here, because you can plumb it however you want, but to get it back to the timer, to make sure it's wired correctly with the timer, making sure the color wire per station it was on is correct. That's it. So these two here, I can tell you already, I'm going to take these valves and I'm going to swap them. So this one's actually going to stop here, and this one's going to continue to there when I redo it, just because I don't like how this crosses like this. I like everything to be single file as much as possible. I try not to cross like that. Look at this right here. So this one, old council pipe. So I'm going to remove him. Okay, that's this guy right here, and he goes up that way. I'm taking him out. Okay, because they just put the drip anyway. I'm putting a little conversion kit. I'm getting rid of this thing. This is why you don't just hire anybody. This is crap. This is Mickey Mouse stuff right here. Like, why are you gonna put, okay, a male adapter to glued fitting here, and then you go to a, you know, a 1/8 to a 3/4 slip thread to a male adapter. I mean, come on, dude. Tell me you didn't have fittings in your truck for a standard 3/4 or 1-inch 90. That's not an irrigator. I'll tell you that right now. That's a gardener. Don't mix the two up. Not to mention this add-on for the main line right here. Okay. If it was me, I would have put a Schedule 80 1-inch T, but also I would have put it lower. Or I would have went down to the manifold and just added on there. If they had a T here, but they have a 90, so I would have went about here, and I would have put a Schedule 80. Okay, a Schedule 80 pipe, and would have just kept the Schedule 80 theme here because it's a stronger pipe. And if they have had stronger pipe before, why not continue it, right? So your manifold, I try to build as strong as possible, which is why I use all Schedule 80. Then I'll go Schedule 40 once it comes out to lateral. This here is also class 200. So crap, don't ever use that stuff. It's gardener work, not irrigator work. I think we're ready to pull this horrible setup out. Let's see. Yeah. It's a piece of crap, tell you that. Talk about an upgrade. New location. So I built up the mound because it's sitting kind of really low. These are 18-inch risers. So where it's sitting right there, it's fine. Go line up with this guy and bring him in. So this will sit like this, giving you plenty of room in the back. Ton spin if needed. Plenty of room in between. Ton spin when needed when you break these loose to replace the valve. So looking good. Main line's connected. 45, 45. Okay. Now, laterals. This is going to be my drip. My converge kit will be here. These two are connected to those two. Those two are connected to these two. Almost done. Alright, everything is plumbed in. So, now we're ready to backfill. Backfill is important. So when I take all this dirt and move it back over here, I'm going to want to pack in this gap here by hand. I want to make sure it's nice and tight, because last thing I want is to just throw dirt in here and kind of pack down from the top without, you know, securing down here, because when people step on it, it's going to put pressure on this like this. Okay, and you're going to start putting stress on all these. You're going to end up breaking that. And you'll be back out here to refix it. So do it right. All right, all done. Here's the valves. Just got wired up. Need to push more rock back there. But here's your shutoff valve. It's 1.25 inches. It's really hot out here. Humid. 1.25 down to 1 inch. And around over to here. So that's that. Right here is our trailer connected right there. The valve. All right, just gotta change out 3 sprinkler heads and I'll be done here.